welcome back. So it's time to get this ready for its new owner. A couple things I need to do. One is I have to add some bolts to the side here for this wing, for the side plate carbon fiber pieces. So we're going to add some bolts and nuts there. The other thing I need to do is I need to check what receiver is in this, because I believe I have this attached to my Futaba, which I can't send my Futaba with it. So we're going to take a look at that. I know normally when people sell RCs or do giveaways, they don't include a remote, but that's not me. I'm going to include a remote controller. So I really want to see what is in here. And I really don't want to do everything by hand, so because I think I put this on a Futaba. Yes, I did. So that was a lot of work programming that Futaba. So I went ahead and picked up, which is right here, $80 for a receiver. The best of the best. 6-channel instead of a 4-channel for whoever's getting this thing. So we're going to go ahead and get that put in. Now this is just 2-sided tape down. And this one is the handbrake. See, I tested this thing on my my Futaba radio. So that's the handbrake, which I believe will go into channel 3. I believe it's channel 3, but we're going to test it. We're going to have to bind it and test it. Get it all set up. It's 2. That is 3. And then we need, let's see what channel these are. So this is channel 2. Two to burn. Which should be throttle. And then this last one should be steering, which should be channel 1. Carrying a big old screwdriver in my hand. Now my Futabas don't have antennas on them, so I will have to add an antenna for this person. why I normally have these cars on the ground and not on the swivel. There we go. And we'll put this lid back in. Well, we can't because I got to program it. So, but before I do that, I've got to fix these game changer fans. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. They have to be shimmed. So let me do that. Some big pliers for this. So with the carbon fiber covers and the low profile fans, something we learned later on is that you have to add shims, which Game Changer does now, but these were the prototypes and I never added shims. So what happens is every now and then you'll get the fan blade to move and it'll jam up the fan, which was shown in my video testing this, and that's how we determined that it needed shims. When using those plates. So before I do that, I want to test this thing. Yeah, just like I thought. Alright. Let's grab some fans. That fan's no good. Right. So we're going to do a repair. Okay, so 6 washers. Why am I missing 1 bolt? Right. Oh, there goes the 1 washer. This is going to be difficult. So I need 8 washers. Eight washers. So I'm going to have to solder on 2 wires, so that, because on this RC I only want 1 battery to run all 3 fans. So I'll have to do some soldering. So I prepared for that and ran another lead off these batteries just to be able to do that. It's just a cleaner way of doing it. Normally I'll run a single, because Game Changer never used to have 2-into-1 fans, which is something I used to do at the beginning. Is I would take a single fan and tie it into the dual fans, just so I can run 1 lead, because I hated multiple leads. So he now does that for customers, which is pretty cool, making those changes to make things easier for people so that they don't have to solder. I don't know why 10 o'clock on a Monday night there'd be a bunch of kids, like little kids, out in front of my house sitting there cussing. Like, I don't understand where their parents are at. And they think that's it. So basically, what I've done is right in here, I've added a little washer to space this up so that the blades, when they spin and grow, because plastic does grow, they don't hit the cover. And you get all the air from the bottom. And they're low profile, really skinny fans to fit the Limitless with the low profile body. So, and then this one is going to use an adapter. So, let me grab some zip ties. And the RC is spinning around on this thing. And that's why I stopped using this thing, is because I'm just not used to, I mean, it's good when you're working on suspension, just not when you're working on anything else. It makes it difficult. Then I'm going to grab some shrink tubing and we're going to solder this to that. And then shrink tube it. We'll be right back. Alright, I'll let these things run for about 20 minutes. Went ahead and got this zip tied so it'll stop falling out the side. Made sure the body fits and it seals up and doesn't block airflow. Both fans spinning. Turn it off. They'll stop about the same time. There you go. Match set of fans. Everything's working. Finally, got everything shimmed properly, which is something Game Changer learned later on, is that these covers have to be shimmed. So when you guys get the fans, they're already shimmed. This was a prototype set of fans. Well, the other ones that burnt out, they weren't shimmed. So he sent out another set of low profile fans. So I just shimmed them and then shimmed them off the bracket. And then this one, this RC, has got the infraction bearing, support bearing, and felony support bearing for the rear drive shaft, so that you don't have to change out these drive shafts. There we go. Handbrake. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to get this receiver programmed. And then we're going to get some bolts, put on the rear of this wing, turn them inward, put nuts on them, and then cut off any excess that's hanging over. And that should be it. So this is a brand new radio. Put blue tape. I'll mark it red limitless or giveaway, and I'll program this into this RC. Should have batteries. Yep. So we'll get this programmed in so that have the button for the handbrake. And took it off my Futaba because my Futaba is not going with the car, but I am going to give a nice radio with it. So DX3, it's the new Spectrum radios. I like these. Not good for long range. I mean, longer than most. I mean, you can, it's a good, it'll do 100 miles an hour with that radio. And you can drift it with the handbrake. So we'll be right back. And I'm going to try getting it programmed in.